Human? Wake up for me, human. Come on, wake up. Oh, thank God. For a moment I thought I wasn't going to be successful. You alright? How are you feeling? Not every human has gone through what you have. In fact, very few have. You thought you died. Yes. Would seem like that, wouldn't it? You know, it's quite dangerous out here, especially for a human traveling by themselves. I fear that many of you are just too young and foolish to search for the somber tales that are often overshadowed by tales of glory. And let's not forget wealth. More often than not, people who come searching to make a name for themselves out here learn those harsh truths too late. Fate's cruel that way. That's why my kind are so common here. We're attracted to the somber emotions. In the event of someone dying without someone to cry for them, we take up that role. Or at least, we did. Now we have the ability to do something about the inevitability of death. You did perish out here, human. The hot sun cooked your skin, forcing your body to burn what little moisture it had left to try and keep you alive. It left you delirious. I believe that you were either too weak to move and tripped, or in your fatigued state, thought you saw something that wasn't there. Either way, I found you down here. Your body broken, eyes unseeing, the skin of your bones left behind for the birds. An all too common sight out here. But you are so young, so different from the foolhardy adventurers who seek their glory out here after surviving a small fraction of what this world has to offer. Why should you have to die for your own ignorance? What's the point of a lesson if you're not able to use what you're taught? That's why I brought you back. Now, this is by no means permanent, although with maintenance it can be. I see that you're confused, so I'll explain. There are many methods of bringing something back from death. The two most notable being my method and necromancy. You see, necromancy is imperfect. It defiles. It creates hollow vessels for the wielder to use as puppets on a string. However, their creations can last indefinitely on what the caster is able to provide due to their imperfect nature. My method is perfect. It doesn't reanimate the body, rather it calls the soul back to its rightful place. To call it reanimation is false. It's closer to waking someone up from a deep sleep. But the cost of this is immense. No matter how you look at it, calling the soul from the afterlife can cause a major shift in the natural balance. Therefore, in order for you to remain, I have to have a steady supply of energy. You see where I'm headed? What I'm suggesting is a pairing in accordance with the laws of the Demon Queen. If you remain close by, I can keep you alive. I understand how that sounds, but I promise my intentions were pure. I didn't want you to go like that. But at least if you refuse my offer, I can help you back to your home and you can pass in the presence of loved ones. I've comforted many in their final moments, both before and after the rise of the Queen. I've found that the most frequent final thoughts are those of home and family. And you were so young, and I'm sorry. What do you mean you have nowhere to go back to? Everyone has come from somewhere. Oh. I see now. That explains why I was drawn to you. It's rare that among the torrent of sadness that plagues my senses, I feel something that cuts through all of them. A tragedy through and through. Happiness snuffed away. Falling short of your dream and dying without so much as a name to call out to. I'm truly sorry. But you don't have to do this anymore. I can take care of you, and you won't have to prove anything to anyone. You especially won't have to face death just to eat. And that sounds nice, doesn't it? I don't mean to offend, but when I brought you back and healed your wounds, I was afraid I'd done something wrong because of the many injuries that were older than the ones you gained from the fall. It's a shame. Such beautiful hands covered in calluses. Smooth skin, now a canvas for scars. And that's no way for anyone to live. Why are you shying away? You're trembling. I never realized how overwhelming this must be for you. Would it help if I held you in my arms? I know that I look cold, but I assure you I am quite warm. There. I know it's a lot to take in, but I'll stay by your side until you're sure of your decision. You want to stay with me? Are you sure? Such a vow cannot easily be taken back when it comes to monsters. You're sure? All right. In that case, it's customary for a monster and a human to consummate either in their home or on the ground in which the vow was taken. I have no home, and from what I understand, you have no home either. So we consummate it here. You don't seem experienced. That's all right. As a monster, my instincts have an inherent knowledge of this. And it seems to me that you know more than you're letting on. I can feel you hardening against me. Don't be nervous. It's a natural response. And it's the response we need. I can talk you through it, okay? First, I'll remove my clothing. Your face is so red. Such a pleasant sight compared to before. Now, you do yours next. If you want, I can help. Your hands are trembling so much it must be hard to use them at this point. There you go. Just like that. I don't know why you're so nervous. Your body is perfect. Your skin, even with its imperfections, is perfect in its own right. I don't want to overwhelm you, so for our first time, I'll start you off with something simple. Something I can easily guide you through.